So let's gather all of yourself inward, meaning that, take a moment to just find yourself the most comfortable position, with your eyes open if you need, and then have a good look around the room you're in, and then allow yourself to move into your inner landscape and just take stock there for a moment or two. Just notice what happens when you close your eyes. And then become aware of your body sensations. So we'll start with the breath. You could increase the volume of your breath for a moment or two, just so that it becomes the most obvious thing that you're aware of. Perhaps letting out a AH sound on the exhale, or a really good sigh after a big long week. And then allowing yourself to move into that inner landscape with your eyes closed. I'm going to begin by just asking you to, even though your eyes are closed, look down in your inner eye. And as you look down, relax the shoulders down. Soften your breath back to its normal breathing rhythm. And then really feel into the sensory body as you're looking down. And then allow your eyes to come to the neutral position. And in that neutral position, broaden your gaze, even though your eyes are closed, but just allow the outer corners of your lips and your eyes to broaden and to become spacious outwardly. Relaxing the shoulders. Notice the effect of the grin and the broadening of the outer corners of the eyes and the center of the brow. Just creating space to feel and space to notice the effect of what you're doing. And then without moving your head, look up without opening your eyes. Notice if light comes in through the eyelids. And then relax the eyes down. Lots of the time when we look up, we'll stiffen our neck, noticing that if that happens. And then go into any area of your body where you feel uncomfortable. And it might be the shoulders or the neck, wherever it might be, just allow yourself to breathe in a little bit deeper and then raise the shoulders up. If it's the shoulders, press the upper arm bones back and relax the shoulders down. Relaxing your body deeper with each breath. And wherever the discomfort is, giving the breath a moment or two to either increase in volume to that area, releasing and relaxing on the exhales, and ideally on the inhale, just creating some space in there, and then relaxing that focus. And now focus on a place on your body where you feel really good, where there is no pain, possibly the cheeks, excuse me, the palms of the hands, space between the brow, and continue to feel that spacious, relaxed part. And sending your grin and your broadening gaze there. And now allowing yourself to center in on the sensation in the mouth, and particularly the cheeks. And we'll relax any tension in the jaw by taking your tongue over to the left side of your face, into the cheeks, between the teeth, and just press your tongue into that space at 9 o'clock or so. Continuing with your breath. And then relaxing on that side, and then moving your tongue to the opposite side on the right at 3 o'clock or so. And push into the cheek with your tongue. Notice any tension and breathe in and relax that. And then relax the jaw even further by just taking a really good big yawn, opening the jaw wide. Your cameras are off, so let your whole mouth open like a big cow in the field, way open. And then relax the jaw and soften the tongue and allow the tongue to float up to the roof of the mouth at the upper palate. And last but not least, curl the tongue along the upper palate toward the very, very back at the top of the mouth. So the tongue will curl up and press all the way back into that soft upper palate at the back of the top of the mouth. And again, create spaciousness in the eyes, broadening, and even that grin in the mouth. And then relaxing that and coming into a restful place of stillness. Allow now your awareness to move to all of the other things that are going on, your feelings, the emotions, maybe where the mind is, where it's thinking, and give yourself the opportunity to be the observer, taking all of it in, the taste in your mouth, the sounds, the sensations in your body, the movement of your breath, softening shoulders, space between the neck and the ears, as you come back to that broadening grin. And then resting there in your mindfulness, allowing the awareness to be most attentive and also kind and compassionate, allowing all the different things that come across the viewfinder in the space behind the closed eyes as just movement and even waves of energy. Observant that this is always changing. The thoughts, the sensations, the emotions, the feelings, always in movement, always changing. Resting in your breath and your prescient awareness as the kind observer, noticing the changes, the movement, ideally without any opinion. And if there is, just kindly coming back to that neutral awareness that wants or needs nothing, and that is asking nothing of any of these particular movements, just observing them. Often the reality of life is that we have no control over the movements of life itself or of any of those sensations, thoughts, feelings. What we do have control of is the ability to observe them in a neutral place, and the ability to remember ourselves as much more than those changing things. This deep, everlasting self that's pure and free of any roles or responsibilities or of any identification with those fluctuating waves of perception. your stable, everlasting awareness, neutral, kind, compassionate. The one thing that we can control between the outer and the inner world aspects is our breath. And so coming back to your breath, using the inhale to broaden the grin, to broaden the closed eye gaze, to feel that smile upon your face that perhaps Leonardo knew in the Mona Lisa that we all have, this ever observant awareness. And with that broad, beautiful grin, take that smile into all of the cells of your body in these last few moments, and give yourself credit for showing up over and over again. And with that kind, self-loving awareness, allowing the head to bow just slightly, stretching out the back of the neck, relaxing the shoulders down, and then lifting the heart and the gaze back into the room we share together.